Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? I'm back with my man Stocks with Josh. Say hello to the people.
Hey family, nice to see you on Larry's show today.
Hey, we just got through talking over there at Josh's page. That's Stocks with Josh. And we're just going to continue this conversation. We're just going to split it up and have it on both pages. Hey, let's just talk about the market. What happened this week?
What didn't happen this week, Larry? We had the Fed, the market said he's bluffing. Mm-hmm. We had earnings, they were bad. The market says we don't care.
Yep.
They've got record-breaking employment. The market says, you know what, that's okay. I mean, the Fed will just ignore that report.
Right.
He'll ignore that one. We're still bullish.
Yep. Hey, there's an old school group called the Ohio Players, and they had a song called Roller Coaster. And I was thinking about that song today. The job numbers come out. They are not just good, they're awesome. Mm-hmm. They're better than like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're just like, boom,
Top
right?
shelf job number.
Exactly. So before today, good news was bad news and bad news was good news for the market, right? Today, good news was good news, right? Yep. And so we come out, have this insane jobs, low unemployment, more new jobs and all of this. And what does the market do? It tanked actually on the initial news. Yep. The Dow did. And then went, you know what? Boom.
We're going up anyways.
We're going back up. And then, of course, then it turns around.
Yeah, we got a gravestone doji on the day, which is bearish, which means that we might, I'm not making a prediction for Monday.
Okay.
But that gravestone candle would indicate that we're going down.
Okay. And we're going to get into some charts. I want you to show them when you think and why we're going to go down.
Absolutely.
So
I want us to get on to crypto because we didn't cover it on my mind. So let's leave some room for
We'll leave some room for crypto too. Thank you. You guys are getting it all today. So listen, one of the things why I think, just like any report, remember when you get a report, leave the market a little time to dissect the information. The FOMC meetings, CPI numbers, PPI numbers. We've done this so many times. We should know this lesson by now. Give the market a little time. So one of the things that was good as far as inflation was wage gains are slowing.
Yeah.
That was the loudest thing in that report.
Well, and can I go over that briefly? So wage gains, all that's happening there is that wage gains actually went up, Larry.
Yeah.
But the rate of increase slowed.
That's it.
Which, again, it's like, these economists are coming out saying that we should be happy because the rate of change, they're still higher.
They're still high.
This is a smoking hot economy.
Well, see, so is CPI.
But then
CPI is still hot.
Larry, it's a smoking hot economy, but Apple can't sell no phones.
Right.
So I'm a little confused.
Right.
I'm confused, Larry. Help me out.
Well, if you guys have been following my plays, what was the one? Remember, I've been doing the last 3 days. I've been doing how to make money leading into earnings.
Yes.
The one play that I did not get into was
you didn't touch Apple.
Apple, because I was afraid that they would have low numbers in their phones because of what happened in China. And actually that proved to be correct.
Larry, plus their app revenues actually were significantly lower.
Lower. Absolutely. Yep. Because a lot of it is they make their money just like the other streaming companies do, actually. Yep. And then you got to understand who they own and how they make their money. Right. So we dodged that bullet. But like we discussed earlier in your video, so I want you guys to watch the video on Stocks with Josh page. What do you think about big tech earnings? Were they good or were they bad or were they flat?
Big tech earnings did not have to be good. All they had to do is give a little forward guidance.
That's it.
And this market, it was a stampede. The bulls have stampeded the bears this week of January.
Yes.
They stampeded them. I talked about an article that was written by Goldman Sachs that said that if this market continued to go up, that the bears were like bathing in lava.
Well, here's the thing that I've been saying here at Stock Up. I've been saying we may be going into a earnings recession, right? Not
I've heard
just
you
me.
say that.
And I was said, keep your ear on forward guidance.
Yep.
More than what is happening with the stock, keep your ear on forward guidance. Is it strong or weak? Are they lowering, or are we going to knock the ball out of the park? Are we going to have 50%?
Well,
Like
Larry,
go ahead.
yeah, well, let's talk about that. So
Yep.
of the three, the one that gave the worst forward guidance, we didn't talk about this on my show, was Amazon.
Yep.
They came out and said, we're making $5 billion less this year.
Yes.
And their stock was one of the ones, you were showing it to me earlier.
Right.
This is the one that's down.
There we go.
There you go, Larry. What are your thoughts?
Yep. Well, this is why I traded the way I traded with these and did the option plays, got in and got out before earnings, because I was expecting a mixed signal, but I wasn't expecting this much. That is a lot.
They got punished.
They got punished. And so did the shareholders, which are you and I.
Yeah.
But for those of you that listened to me this week, you came out good. You got in by the rumor sell. The news means based on the rumor that something is going to happen. What was that something? Earnings. And then you sell it before the news, not after the news. That way you limit your risk. And what have we been doing, really been pounding in this week? Stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. You're in gain. If you're in gain 30%, set that stop loss at 25%. Gains.
Yes.
Right? If it goes up to 50%, move that stop loss up. Right? And I know a lot of you guys are on at work and you can't be monitoring your phones all the time. But I am so invested in you being winners. So,
absolutely.
What do you want to talk about, Josh?
Well, I wanted to talk about crypto. So on my...
You know what? Before we go to crypto, see there, I cut him off because this is my show. see,
do it your way,
on
Larry.
his page, I did not cut him off. But I want to keep him on task because I don't want to bounce. The reason why I want him to show you guys the charts. You're going to thank me for cutting him off this time. I want him to show you the charts. There we go.
Okay, so real quick. I made a mess of this chart on my show.
That's okay.
So I'm just going to start here again, okay?
That's okay.
Can
you go back to the dark mode?
Go back to dark mode.
Yeah. So the people
okay,
can
guys,
see
we're going to keep this really simple, okay? We have had a massive run-up that really began in October, okay? So we're dealing with October's run-up, right? There are a lot of people, you can see this gigantic, this was a 5% candle on this day. Larry, do you know that the average daily candle for the S&P 500, and this is going to be good, is 1%. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell you right now, this 5% long candle that was... Yes, sir.
Take one of them circles off. just take one of them circles.
All right, this one right here, this gigantic candle. If you are not part of this 5% pump back in October, right? Then you have not been participating in this run-up, okay? That's the bottom line, right?
Yep.
And the fact is that we have come up significantly from October's lows, and we have broken over this 4,100. We're up here. We kissed 4,200. We went to 4,194, I believe. And now today we've got this gravestone doji is kind of what it looks like to me, which means that likely Monday could be bearish, but we don't know. Mm-hmm. But here's what we do know. We know that for this move to be legitimized, it has to back test. It's going to first back test 4,100, okay? Mm-hmm. That's the minimum move that we're expecting, right?
Yep.
But then after that, the most significant level that has been resistance is that 4,000, okay? Mm-hmm. And it's going to come back here and back test this. Now, right beneath that 4,000, Larry, is this 200-day red moving average. And I know there's a lot of red on this page.
Right, but go ahead.
This, if we go back and we look at all of 2022, I want to point out to you guys that 200-day moving average was significant repeatedly as an area of rejection all throughout 2022, okay? Mm-hmm. Even here in recent days. Mm-hmm. Now, it was significant that we broke above. A lot of people believe when we're above the 200-day moving average that we're bullish, right? And when we're beneath it, we're bearish. Right now, we're above it. So that's really good news for the market. Mm-hmm. But the market, for it to legitimize this move up, it's got to come back and back test. Now, I'm going to share something on this page, Larry, that I did not share on the last video that you and I did.
Okay.
It's not enough for it to come back there and bounce. it has to bounce, Larry. Now, watch me now.
Yep.
It's got to bounce on the same level of volume that it bounced in October. Okay. A fat 5% tall candle, and if we see this wimpy little bounce when we get back to that or we get back to that 200-day moving average, and we get a little bit of volume, that is not.
That's a bearish signal.
That's a very bearish signal.
So, when do you think that this reversal is going to happen?
Man, this market's.
This is just no one can predict the future, but what are the charts showing you?
Well, I can just tell you that I think that the gains that the market made can be erased very quickly. I personally am going to be looking to see that back test to 4,000 by next week.
So, on my earlier video, I said that anybody that's been in this stock game for a minute, we're all sitting back going,
yep.
Because we're like, it was too much, too quick.
Very quick.
And it when it's too much, too quick, it's not sustainable.
All right.
And it doesn't matter if somebody like Kramer comes out like he's the king, like the emperor. We are now, I declare, in a bull market. Boom. It doesn't matter. That doesn't legitify it just because he says it. You want to go back to the charts?
I want to share something that is actually it would be my Saturday video. But let me just talk to the people for a minute. I'm going to make sure that we're in dark mode. I'm going to go back.
And then while he's doing that, we're going to get right into some crypto. We're going to make that
crypto.
real.
Okay, let me show this. Let's show this to
it.
people. All right, I'm giving you guys my Saturday video because I'm all pumped up hanging out with Larry.
Let's do it.
Okay, guys, I just want to point out this right here, this big red circle, okay? This is the first quarter of 2022. Now look what we've got there. Just eyeball it with me. We've got a clear double top, do we not?
Yep.
Okay. Then we had this retracement for the market to only turn right back around and to move up with enormous speed, and it moved up about 100 points above that double top. Now, Larry already sees where I'm going with this. Now, what do we have right here in the first quarter of 2023?
Yep.
Wow, man.
Double top.
History does not repeat itself, but it rhymes.
Show them that double top right there.
Okay, we came back. We've gone up. This was 4,100. This is 4,200. This is like clockwork.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking, and it came back. It back tested. Okay. Then it got rejected, and it went down. Now I'm not predicting that. I'm only predicting one thing, Larry.
You're just pointing out this is what you see.
This is what I see.
You see this pattern, and we like to look at established patterns because we have something to go off of.
Yeah, I'm just simply saying that we're gonna backtest 4,100 first, and then if we bounce, great. If we break through, we have to hold 4,000. That's my only point. But we also have to give people crypto on this video.
Right. So before we go to crypto, because a lot of our people are trading the TQQQ and the SQQQ, right? So if you were on the SQQQ today, this is what happened to a lot of people, guaranteed.
I know
they went to the SQQQ, right, when the market was down, before the job numbers, before the market turned around, it was going down. They got into the SQQ, were making money, right?
Yeah.
The market turned around and they got wrecked short term. Then they freaked out and sold and locked in the loss, right?
Yes.
Then the market turned red again, and they said, "Oh, I should have stayed in that SQQQ."
I begged people in my comment section to slow down.
That's it.
And don't overtrade.
And don't overtrade. So let's help the people with that. Okay. Number one, let me take that, and then you can take it from here.
Yeah.
Number one, this is what I teach the family. Number one, if you're in that SQQ and it's going green already, especially on a day like this, what happens on Fridays? People they don't want to run the risk on weekends. So a lot of people just pull out, right?
A lot of news can occur Saturday and Sunday.
Exactly. So they don't want to run the risk, right? We're in a bear market heading towards a deeper recession. I didn't say headed towards a recession, a deeper recession, right? We have a lot of data coming out back to back. Huge, big earnings. Then we have the market reacting the polar opposite of the last 8 job reports. Listen to that. So it's tricking you. So you go, wait a minute, something's different. So if you were in the SQQ and you're in profit, what is the first thing you do? What am I going to tell the people?
Well, I hope I can't predict you, Larry, but I'm gonna tell you this. Please put that stop loss.
Come on, man. You know what I'm going to tell you. Because who cares if it triggers your stop loss and you're in profit and then it turns around?
Yep.
Because you can always get back in. I just want to help people protect more of their gains. All right.
And here's the bottom line, Larry,
Yep.
is that the SQQ ended with a beautiful candle. I mean, this is a hammer candle. I don't know if you want to show it to them real quick.
Absolutely.
So yeah, now I actually said in my chat group on Moomoo, the exact moment that I did it, I said I came out and bought the SQQQ at 32 and 33. I told everybody. I said, guys, I just sold my Apple, and I had some Tesla too. I said, I've sold my big tech. I dumped it in to SQQQ. I bought it 32 and 33. So I'm up almost to $35.
Yeah, Josh, why didn't you tell us before you did it?
You know what, Larry? I'm telling you the truth. I literally told I literally did it at the exact moment.
Some people don't understand. You have to trade too.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
that's true.
I'll trade, and then sometimes I'll trade, and I'll literally break my neck running down here and go, hey, this is what I just did, this is what I just did. And then you got that 0.011%. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, no. So this is a bullish candle on the SQQQ, and I told everybody,
that's a bullish
candle. That's a bullish candle right there.
Yep.
I told everybody, Larry, that this is exactly what I was going to do. The day that I bought it 32, 33, I told them I got a stop loss at 31. Right, it's pretty wide stop loss. I
Right.
said if we go up $2, I'm going to raise my stop loss up $1.
Right.
All right.
So let's really help the people because I get this a lot. Right. I get this a lot. I know this is going to be a little longer than normal. But for those of you that are new, what he's saying is, soon as you buy it, boom, right? Stop loss. Because, yes,
even
it
if
would have triggered
even if it's one that won't trigger.
Exactly.
Even if it's a wide stop loss, I start by putting one in.
Put one in because it limits your loss, right?
Yeah.
But my thing
psychological
is,
too,
it's
Larry.
psychological.
It's discipline.
Exactly. Now, let's take it a step further. So now, let's say, soon as you get it, you set a stop loss so you know you're limiting the amount of money that you will lose. Now, when you go into profit, that's when you kick in what I've been saying is keep raising your stop loss. Because the higher the stock goes and the higher you keep raising your stop losses, the more gains you keep.
Yeah, and you could do it with a trailing stop, but I actually, I knew in advance that this was going to be kind of a tricky trade. SQQ's been tricky, that I wanted to personally keep an eye on the exact number. I didn't want to just sit with 10, 20, 30%.
Yeah.
I wanted to adjust it dollar by dollar,
there
hour by
Me too.
hour.
Me
That's
too.
just the way I was trading it on Friday.
That's how I was locking
in
my gains.
I've got a nice little profit now, guys. And then I saw the number one comment, and I'm not picking on any. I'm here to help you guys, the beginning traders. I'm here to help you.
That's what we're here.
So I'm gonna throw out one of the number one comments that I saw in the chat this morning. Now I told everybody I bought yesterday, right in the middle of the day. I told everybody when I did it. And the number one comment that we got before the market opened this morning, Larry, was, should I buy SQQ?
Right.
And I didn't respond, guys, because I told you when I bought it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm safe. I'm in profit. But I cannot lose on this trade right now.
But here's the lesson, and then as soon as I finish, we're going right into
if you got time for
stocks.
Crypto.
Stocks, crypto. We're gonna sum it up in 2 minutes.
All right.
I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I'm just like it's just. What did you just say?
Well, I was talking about that stop loss.
Oh yeah,
I was talking about it being tight, and I'm in profit. I'm gonna worry about it.
So this is what I want to say. Thank you. I'm getting old. So listen. The lessons that Josh and I are teaching are not just for this play.
No, absolutely.
Next week, you will be able to enter into the TQQ and the SQQ all in 1 week. Yeah. So get the lesson. That way you win every time. Yeah. You win more often. No one wins every time. But you'll win. So don't say, oh, I missed that play. No. What was the lesson that we're trying to give you? Now you can continue to make money. We don't want to just give you hot plays. We want you guys to become better traders. Let's go into crypto.
Okay, I'm just going to make a prediction on crypto. Let me see if I can find the Bitcoin chart. And it's going to be simple.
Josh, why weren't you doing that while I was talking, man?
I wasn't thinking.
This is the way we get down when y'all not in front. Our wives upstairs talking. This is the way we talk when y'all not
Nothing
around.
is like seeing Larry and two of his brothers interact.
Oh my!
These guys got jabs that are hysterical, and they're just firing left and right. I'm sitting there in awe and just laughing my butt off. But
oh my goodness!
Yeah. Anyways, okay, let's go into the
Ready?
Bitcoin chart.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys that here's what's going on. There's just two things we're keeping an eye on. One, Bitcoin is not broken down, and I don't believe that Bitcoin has to run in line with the rest of the market. We've seen it disengage before. I predicted that we would get to 24 or 25. I gave that range when it was here, right here at this circle. I told everybody, I said, we are going to see 24 to 25. Well, we saw 24,200, all right? So I'm going to call that a done and realized and accurate prediction. Now, I'm just going to tell you that this is what Bitcoin needs to do, the same thing that the market does. It had been below this 200-day moving average for a long time. Look at that, guys. For a long time. Okay? It's been beneath it. And that's when something is broken down. The day that it broke down back here, that's when it was in a bearish run. Look at it came up again. It got rejected. These are the 50 and the 100. You may not be able to see them on the screen.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Okay, but it got rejected at the 50. That means it's really bearish. But now it's come and it broke over the 200. Now this is bull territory. Okay, so here's all I'm saying. Guys, is that we have to just not believe. We have to believe the charts. Bitcoin will come back and it will back test this 200-day moving average. It has to get permission to go forward. That's the way technicals work. It's got to come back. It's called a moving average. The moving average smooths out price action, and it always comes back and it back tests. So we're looking for that. That back test would be 22,000. I'm not saying it's getting there right now because in my view, the chart is still bullish. But I just want you to, you guys heard it on Larry's show that I told you we're going to get back to 22,000. You didn't buy when it was at 17, 16, 15. Already there's a ton of people, Larry, saying it's getting to 12,000. But I'm just telling you, you're going to at least get a chance to buy at 22,000 for sure.
Okay. Look at my sweet Matic.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love me some Poly. Go on, Matic.
Let me say this one thing about crypto, and we're going to end this long video. Are you trying to get the bottom?
No.
Are you trying to get the bottom with the with stocks?
No, I actually dollar cost average into my favorite big tech, whether they're performing well or badly.
That's it. I'm not either. And
I'd love to swing the bottom.
Yes. And so on the next crypto pullback, I'll start buying. Right? But you should be dollar cost averaging.
We're not at the top.
Accumulating.
Yeah, we're not at the top.
You should be accumulating if you trying to time this. Because we're in, what phase in crypto are we in?
We're actually in the accumulation phase.
And I always say, what should we be doing in the accumulation stage? Accumulating. And level.
This was not markup, Larry.
No, it's not markup. It's accumulation. And so you got time to accumulate. It's simple.
Can I just the one thing?
Sure, please.
The bull run for crypto, I don't care what. This is my prediction. This is for me. This is what I'm doing with my money. The bull market for crypto, for Bitcoin, is going to begin in 2024. That's when you're going to see things move. We are not there yet. All of 2023 is going to be largely an upwards leaning, sideways accumulation.
Yep. Upwards and sideways. And that just means it's just more time. Just more time. That's all. Hey, we're going to end it right there, man.
Great video.
We got a lot to
enjoyed this today, Larry.
Hey, it was good having you over.
Thank you.
And, I didn't smell anything. I don't think the wives are upstairs cooking, so that's a disappointment. But listen, we're going to continue to do what we can to bring you guys information. I am not trying to be right. I'm trying to make money, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to prove to you guys how smart I am. I'm trying to help you make money, and that's it. So we're going to end with that. Live, love, laugh, and learn. What is your sign off?
Peace and blessings, my friends.
Hey, you know what? Put some cups and some hearts in the chat.
That's right.
For those of you that are new, we do coffee cups. That's part of that's my emoji,
Yep.
and his is hearts. Okay,
Red fat heart.
there you go. And we're going to continue, Josh from his perspective place and me from here, and we're going to be doing something other than the core four, like maybe once a month, or maybe
Absolutely.
me and you will get to once every other month,
I would
like
love
twice
it.
a month.
You know,
okay?
I love it. I love being on the show with you, Larry.
Hey, the pleasure is mine. The absolute best charter out there, stock and crypto charter.
And I'm going to tell you
know.
guys right now, this guy picks hot stocks. I made money this week on his picks.
You can't lose with the stuff we use. That's an old song. All right, good people. Live, love, laugh, learn, and earn. And remember, good people, this weekend, be kind, rewind, do it again. Love you guys.